and it is pretty damning. The reporting by Russ Butner, Susan Craig, and Mike McIntyre shows that President Trump paid $750 in federal income taxes the year he won the presidency. In his first year in the White House, he paid another $750, according to the New York Times. Now, I'll have a lot to say about the fact that this man who only paid $750 in taxes in his first year of the presidency is now in a position where he is undermining our democracy. A man who practically paid nothing in taxes is about to destroy our country. I'll talk about that in a minute, but allow me to read from this reporting from the New York Times. Quote, Donald Trump paid $750 in federal income taxes the year he won the presidency. In his first year in the White House, he paid another $750. He paid no taxes, no income taxes at all in 10 of the previous 15 years, largely because he reported losing much more money than he made. The tax returns that Mr. Trump has long fought to keep private tell a story fundamentally different from the one he has sold to the American public. His report to the IRS portray a businessman who takes in hundreds of millions of dollars a year, yet racks up chronic losses that he aggressively employs to avoid paying taxes. Now, with his financial challenges mounting, the record shows that he depends more and more on making money from businesses that put him in potential and often direct conflict of interest with his job as president. Now, I'm going to read more from the reporting because it is pretty comprehensive and there's a lot to digest here. But we have to pause. If you don't take anything else from this, understand that the president of the United States is in financial trouble. And as the New York Times says, he depends more and more on making money from businesses that put him in potential and often direct conflict of interest with his job as president. In other words, the president can easily be purchased if he has not already been so. I want to repeat that because it is critically important. The president of the United States is in financial trouble, and the way he is getting out of trouble oftentimes brings him into direct conflict of interest with his role and his oath to defend the Constitution from domestic and foreign threats. Here are some of the key takeaways as summarized by David Leonhardt of the New York Times. Number one, Trump paid no income taxes 11 of 18 years at the Times examined. In 2017, after he became president, his tax bill was only $750. He has reduced his tax bill with questionable measures, including a $72.9 million tax refund that is the subject of an audit by the Internal Revenue Service. Many of his signature businesses, including his golf courses, report losing large amounts of money, losses that have helped him to lower his taxes. The financial pressure on him is increasing as hundreds of millions of dollars in loans he personally guaranteed are soon coming due. Even while declaring losses, he has managed to enjoy a lavish lifestyle by taking tax deductions on what most people would consider personal expenses, including residences, aircraft, and $70,000 in hairstyling for television. Ivanka Trump, while working as an employee of the Trump Organization, appears to have received quote-unquote consulting fees that also helped reduce the family's tax bill. As president, he has received more money from foreign sources and U.S. interest groups than previously known. And it's that final category that is the most concerning when you consider the recklessness with which Donald Trump is handling our democracy. This investigation by the New York Times really puts in context exactly how much of a threat Donald Trump really is. According to the New York Times, his 2016 presidential campaign may have been partly an attempt to resuscitate his brand. The financial records do not answer this question definitively, but the timing is consistent. Mr. Trump announced a campaign that seemed a long shot to win, but was almost certain to bring him newfound attention at the same time that his businesses were in need of a new approach. The presidency has helped his business. Since he became a leading presidential candidate, he has received large amounts of money from lobbyists, politicians, and foreign officials who pay to stay at his properties or join his clubs. Again, from the New York Times, Donald Trump will soon face several major bills that could put further pressure on his finances. He appears to have paid off none of the principal of the Trump Tower mortgage, and the full $100 million comes due in 2022. And if he loses his dispute with the IRS over the 2010 refund, he could owe the government more than $100 million, including interest on the original amount. Now, listen, I don't want to just read this from the New York Times. I'll put the link in the description. You can go click on it and read it for yourself. But I needed you to hear it